Hey tubes, David here. Was probably the first video in a while. Well, I guess we could say this is a bit of an update video. We're here just standing in front of my computer. Monitor's changed. I still have the original monitor down here, the little 13-inch 1366 by 768. And now I've got this Acer X2 23W. This is 1680 by 1050. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd resolution when you watch 1080p stuff. It usually gives you black bars on either end, but this is more dealable than that tiny little thing tucked back there. Case is different for the machine too, still running the same Core 2 quad and all that. There's now also two SSDs in there. Both are 120 gig Kingston V300s. It's still running the same 8 gig of RAM. Windows 7 is on one of the 120 gig SSDs, and I have Slackware Linux on the other. I'm currently stuck running with onboard video because the graphics card I had in there happened to die on me. Actually, let me go pull that out. This is it right here. This is a Gigabyte Radeon HD 5850 overclocked edition that I ghetto rigged a fan onto because when I got the card it didn't have one. The card did stay cool, even under full load. I was only getting about 60 or so Celsius playing games like GTA 5 and stuff like that. Yeah, I managed to run GTA 5 on this with a Core 2 quad. But the problem is it's dead now, so I'm going to maybe see about getting a cheapy secondhand video card off Kijiji or eBay just to hold me over until I can build a new rig. I'm also no longer in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. I'm now in a town called Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, which is situated near Halifax, and here's me. This is just a temporary desk for now. Still got the Altec speakers. I don't have all four. I only have two and a little sub tucked underneath here. We're still waiting on our internet to get hooked up through Citywide, which is just another, I guess you could say, sub company that runs off of Eastlink's networks. Eastlink is a Nova Scotia only company. New Brunswick would have Rogers, and I'm not sure what Ontario would have. I think Ontario also uses Rogers for cable, and then there's other things like cross-country cable or TV. If we go over this way, we can show you the net gear that we have, because Citywide actually just gives you a modem, this little RSCM820 thing, and a TP-Link Archer C1200, which is actually not a bad router at all. But as you can see on the router here, the link light happens to be blinking. It doesn't really want to focus in the greatest. They still have yet to register the modem into their system with us and all that jazz, so we're still, it should be on by tomorrow. If it's not, well, then we may have to call and complain, because it's been 9 days since my father has actually received the gear for the internet. He ordered it on Friday, got it Tuesday, and he's still been waiting. They probably won't like it if we were to threaten them with going to either Bell or Eastlink. Actually, if we go back this way right fast, speaking of Bell, down here on the wall is a Bell fiber out box. This one looks like it may have been able to have been set up for 2 fiber connections, but there's just a singular fiber out port to go to your modem or router. As you can see, it's lit up kind of interesting in here. That's because the lights are actually tucked up inside the ceiling. This is a drop-down style ceiling. The place I'm at is technically what they call a extended stay hotel. You basically just pay rent and your internet and food and all that jazz, and you can leave whenever you want. Not overly big, but me and my father are pretty comfortable with this place. Kind of show you around a little bit. Big old dresser. Kind of sad thing is there's only 2 drawers in it. Why would you make a dresser that big and then only put 2 drawers? Nice big picture window overlooking parts of the city. Kind of dark out there and stuff. Can't really see much because of the glare on the window, but that's alright. This is basically where you first come in, and there is a door here that you can close off the 2 areas. A little closet over here. Bathrooms in here. Pretty nice little bathroom if you ask me. Conair thing on the window. Toilet kind of sits back. It's actually kind of still running right now because the flapper needs to be replaced. I think the amount of chlorine in the water decided to eat it, so you'll notice my exposure is jumping around a little bit, and that's because I've got my thing set on Pro so I can actually play with it. Stand up, regular old tub and shower. Pretty nice. Best part is, since we don't have to pay power and all that jazz, Can have all the shower in the world you want. I believe it's actually gas heated. Since this is a hotel building, there's actually sprinklers. There's these ones that are filled with some type of alcohol liquid. They just get to about 150 degrees and then the alcohol expands, or whatever type of liquid it is, it pops this piece out and spraying water out. There's also a couple older style sprinklers that use the copper plate, and when the copper melts, the two pieces let go and it just sprays water. You know, little kitchen area right here. All the main floors are laminate. Other than this part here, is it's a kitchen thing. You don't really want water getting on. There are some types of floors that will not get water damage, but I'm not sure about this one. So there's this little piece here, another little mini fridge, a couple little cupboards and all that. 2-burner in counter, ceramic top stove. This thing actually works really well. Little microwave, of course. Single thing sink. Yeah, I know I gotta get to doing some dishes. Don't worry about that. It only takes me 2 seconds. I would prefer to have double sinks, but that's okay because you just put a towel here and put your dishes on it. And then this is all my dad's computer stuff here. Pretty nice though. And if we go over this way, this is the balcony. We are on the 6th floor, so the views from up here pretty spectacular if you ask me. Heating and cooling, this thing is huge, but the amount of heat it throws out within 2 seconds of being on is incredible. We just have this little fan here to kind of help blow the air around. Control panels down in here. Comfort series, not sure who it would be made by, but you just flick this knob to low and the whole thing just comes on and it'll start blowing heat in about 2 seconds. And then if you want it to be cool, you just switch it the opposite way and you can adjust how warm you want it and all that cool stuff. Thank God we don't have to pay for power because I imagine this thing eats a lot of it. But we'll actually go maybe step outside on the balcony for a second here. Let me just do this and unlock the door here and we'll go step outside and you can kind of have a little look outside. As you can see, I'm way the heck above everything. The harbor's out that way, and there's actually a set of train tracks that run right along here as well. You see boats coming in and out of the harbor all day long and stuff like that, and every now and then you'll see a Seine Rail locomotive loaded with about 20 cars, and I'm going to say 2 or 3 Alcos or EMD class locomotives, but it's a little cool out here tonight, of course, as it's Nova Scotia and getting late in the year. But that is all for this video, guys. I will catch you guys later.